Hi there. Some of you may be wondering why there hasn't been an episode in the feed since the 30th of July. And, well, I wanted to record this to give an explanation. This is unscripted, so my thoughts are just going to be free flow, and I hope that's okay. I have been struggling with my mental health over the past few months. Now, I am in therapy, and I have bi-weekly visits with my therapist, which has been very key and instrumental in my learning more about myself and my being kinder about myself and to myself. But the thing is, and I've made jokes about this in the past, but it is just me. Hi, my name is Caleb Wade. I am the MC of Crime Demented Actual Plays, but I am also the showrunner, primary producer, editor, recording guy, tech guy, and local tarot witch of the podcast. It is literally just me. Thankfully, I have so many great people that I get to work with. I have so many new friends that I can joke about the seasons we've recorded about it, and we've just finished casting for season 3. But it is just me editing. And I fear, my biggest fear with this podcast is that I will just put my nose to the grindstone and sand it off or grind it down completely, that I don't want to do this anymore. That I become so burned out that I just don't have it in me anymore. And that's why I've allowed myself extended breaks. It's why I've allowed myself maybe not. But I realize that it's that fear that is also holding me back, because I know that I can just knock out these episodes. It's just that I don't want to burn out, because I've burned out before. I know what that feels like. And any time that I get even remotely close to it, I want to run and scream and not do anything related to the podcast. I understand that that's unfair. And it's unfair to the listeners of this podcast, to the people who enjoy this podcast, and to the people who worked on it, to the cast of season 2. You deserve to hear their finale. You deserve to hear their episode 5. You deserve to hear their secondary Separate Ways episode. You also deserve to hear the Halloween one-shot, the second Halloween one-shot we recorded. And I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure it all out. I'm trying to figure out everything. And I'm still in that process. That is not to say that I haven't made progress on episode 5, the finale, and Separate Ways, part 2. I've made a hell of a lot of progress on the finale. I have been hesitating on episode 5 because every season I've realized sometimes has a very cursed audio session, depending on when we record it, and servers and all that jazz. And episode 5 is that cursed session. I thought it was episode 4. Nope. I forgot that episode 5 had one player just get kicked out of the Riverside for some reason and not get back until much later, and I have to figure out where their parts intersect and where they actually come back. So all of this to say, I am figuring this out. I want to bring more of Crime Demented Actual Plays to you, and I plan to. I just need to work out a better schedule so that I don't feel burned out and I can release things on time. Also, hi. If you're going to Big Bad Con this year, I will also be there the 29th through, I believe, the 29th through the 1st, because I'm leaving on that Monday. Yeah, so I'll be there. If you want to say hi and you want to, you know, if you recognize my voice or recognize my name from this podcast, tell me about your favorite season, or tell me, hey, should I get into your podcast, or just say hi. I'll gladly talk about random stuff with you, like Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. I just finished that in my efforts not to burn myself out mentally. It's a rough go, and it has been a rough go, but I know that I can handle this, and I know that I can do this. I just need time, you know? And here's hoping, fingers crossed, that I get at least 1 or 2 episodes out before the trip. I'm going to be working on it this weekend, the weekend of the 15th, because for me, Friday is part of my weekend due to my work schedule. But here's hoping, fingers crossed, that I can get some more episodes out to you before my trip. Just know that, hey, I'm trying, and I want to be honest with y'all, and I want to be honest about my mental health and what that means going forward. And I hope that things can work out, you know, because I love doing this. I love recording stories. I love creating stories with amazing people, with amazing characters in this silly little fictionalized United States that I've created. And I love it. I just don't want to get to a point where I have nothing but the taste of ash in my mouth, you know, when I think of it. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here. Please take care of yourselves. Life is short. Wear the skirt, eat the cheeseburger, and hydrate. Bye, everybody.